Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? It is the King Hitman here. Matter of fact, I do want to play them. I just don't want them to be too loud. All right, cool. I think that'll be good for you guys. Now, it is the King Hitman. Let me mute this damn song because I know how I am. Perfect. And we have a Tournament of Power Android 17 and 18 Dokkanfest on the way. I haven't seen this animation yet, so I have no idea what their intro or anything like that does. The tracksuit does look fire on 18 right now. I ain't gonna lie. I usually don't like tracksuit Gohan, but tracksuit 18 kind of hitting. And then, of course, the most valuable player. Now, these guys, they, of course, I know what they do for the most part, but I'm going to read over them one more time because I haven't memorized them. I just glanced over, like I skimmed over them to see what they were capable of. I think they're very good, but we're going to look at them again. We're going to talk about their details. I'm not going to talk about it blind like I usually do. We'll be able to get through it faster because I'm talking with you guys, right? I know a lot of people get annoyed with the androids and when they get represented outside of Cell. Cell is pretty much the only one. Yeah, I guess it's just Cell. Cell is the only one where he could be a Dokkanfest and no one cares, like no one minds or anything. Like we understand it, I guess. So it's fine. It is what it is. But I like this. I like when niche characters or niche moments or, you know, non-standard Dokkan units come out, if that makes sense. You know what I mean by this. Not this, like not a standard Goku. That animation looks, I don't like these animations. I mean, Tournament of Power. Oh my gosh. Dragon Ball Super sometimes, man. I do not like their animations too much, but I'll get over it, right? It'll look better in 2X. It'll be more tolerable. Whatever. So shout out to Goresh. Like I said, I haven't memorized it. Their HP is massive, though. They have about, this is very close to 25,000 HP, so I just want to make sure that's clear. That's a very big HP buff. I'm just letting y'all know, like, that's not a normal amount of HP. Yeah, guys, so I just did some of the math on it, just to be sure, make sure I wasn't tripping. If you give them that HP to make sure they're around 25k, bro, they're giving like 125,000 HP to the team by themselves. Each individual one is giving about 100. So themselves, as a TUR Dokkanfest, Uneasy Aid is going to give your team about 250k HP. It's crazy. All right, let's see what they do one more time. So their leader skill, I actually haven't. Their leader skill tournament participants, which this is new, so we're not sure if it's every single tournament. Literally, that would include things like Budokai Tenkaichi or the Boo Saga, the junior tournament for they're in World, like Goten and Trunks are in World Tournament anyway. You know what I mean? There are certain ones from like movies and things like that. I don't know if it includes all of that. PyCon, like say Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku and PyCon, things like that are included. I have no idea. We'll see later tonight in the data download. Or Siblings Bond gets 3 key 170. The additional 30% will go to Reps of Universe 7 or Joint Forces. Now, my issue with this leader skill isn't that they don't lead androids. I think we have a lot of android leaders. We're okay. The issue for me is that they don't give the 30% to androids. That way, you know, Cell Saga, Android 17 and 18 could have been on the full leader skill, but they chose not to make that decision. It is what it is. The intro animation on Activate, it's standard, like it's immediate, so you don't have to worry about it. They are greatly raising defense for one turn, massively raising defense for one turn on their unit super attack. That's when Goku's on the turn. And it causes immense damage while raising all allies attack and defense 35% for 2 turns. Now, just to make sure you guys understand what that means, the support is very interesting. A lot of people misinterpret quite what it means. Thank you, shout out to Greg Dog, the homie now. He says the support doesn't work in the way a lot of people think it does. You know, their passive also supports. We're going to get into that. Maybe I should let them. Yeah, okay, so let's just say you have a Vegito or like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is actually perfect because he asked this question anyway. Let's say you had LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and he got his super buff. Instead of the massively raising that he typically gets, it'll be 135% defense. According to Greg, that is very much how it works. That's interesting. I like this unit a lot. I like what they're doing a lot. I think support units for these androids and these niche characters is exactly what they should be so that they can age very well over time. They're not on mad categories, I'm sure. So we'll see. Yeah, they are on a fair amount for being the androids. And so their passive skill, intro animation, they orb change. You guys know most of this, I'm sure. Attack 170% defense, 180%. 50% attack and defense, 35% mitigation when super attacking. Damn, man, they are pretty good. The 7 or more key sphere condition is annoying, but it's not like it's necessary. It's just for more damage. It could be worse, right? Like, yeah, I could tolerate, and they're int, so you do want to get them to 7 if they're 55%. But I mean, if you can't get it, you can't get it. It's not like they, you know, oh, I'm gonna die. Like their defense, they won't get extra defense from getting 7 or more key spheres. That's when it feels like you're panicking a bit in the middle of a fight. Tournament participants will get 2 key, 35% attack and defense, and the additional 1 key, 17% attack, 18% defense when you get 7 or more key spheres. You do have to get that buff, huh? I mean, sheesh, bro. I just told y'all, this is what I mean. I didn't memorize them yet. I just told y'all, you do want to get that 7 key spheres then. I was wrong. All right, cool. So it's not the worst thing in the world, right? But you do want to get the rotation if it is the tournament category, those extra things. They will have a scouter if you get 50 and get an additional 59% attack when performing a super attack if there's a Goku on the turn. That's so fire. Now, it's not convenient or easy, right? But it is fire because the way their leader skill works, you're probably, I'm gonna be honest, if you're not running a Reps of Universe 7 type team, you're not gonna see it. What categories do they have? Siblings Bond, Reps of Universe 7, yeah, so like Tournament of Power teams. I guess Join Forces is a good one. And superheroes. Okay, so it's not as inconvenient as I'm thinking it is. Okay, we could tolerate that. This is what's crazy. Their active skill can be triggered up to 8 times. Able to be activated once 5 turns have elapsed and HP is 78% or less. I'm sorry for the stuttering. I'm tripping. I thought it was or when I read the original translations. I thought it was or, and I trust Goresh more than those translations. So that sucks. It is what it is. I mean, Goresh knows what he's doing. I wish it said or instead of and. That's a very massive difference. That's very massive. That's annoying. We'll see, man. We'll see what it does. But well, we know what it does. But it changes tech key spheres to int key spheres. We'll see how it affects them in battle. How inconsistent it feels on their team, because we don't, like I said, we don't know exactly what this category does yet. I'm sure it won't be super hard to get, right? And it is from the start of battle, unlike, you know, from turn start, like with the Blue Fusion, right? The Vegito or, I don't know, Zamasu or something like that. It'll be simple enough, right? We'll be able to work with it. Android Assault Twin Terrors Infinite Energy. Yeah, they have the same link set as MVP 17. Instead of solid support, they have the Innocence, which is weird because there's nothing innocent about Android 17. I just figured if anything, they should keep solid support, but hey, it ain't my card. Categories. By the way, speaking of the Innocence, I do hope, matter of fact, where is she? I want to pull her up. I do hope that, is there any way to get her from here? Is she on Bond of Parent and Child? She should be. Where's that Android 18? She's an old Tournament of Power unit. There's her, and then there's the Tech Android 17. If those two get sub EZAs during the celebration, which we do got to talk about the sub EZAs. She is on here. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Marin. All right. So if this unit and her, you know, her bro in 17, is he on here? Both EZA, that'll give this new Dokkanfest a lot of filler options. You know, I think we've gone enough time without. There's been a lot of points in this year where we've asked why don't they have more help, and they just don't have it. This is weird that 17's not on here because he has a child. He is a father. Well, he's a dad and he is a father, and he's a guardian and a parent. He just works away from home. That's weird. Anyway, she gets an EZA. We know in the files they made this mistake months ago, and for some reason they just left it in there, I guess. I don't know if they took it out. They left it in there. The AGL Android 18 from the future and the physical Android 17, the really old ones, they're in here with sub EZA sticker effects, which means they're gonna EZA. They have to be EZAing now. I thought they were gonna EZA during Worldwide because they're Future Saga characters, but now they have it. This is it. They have to be EZAing now. So if this 17 and 18, those, man, there's a lot of 17s and 18s awakening during this celebration, because even we're done looking at the card. I think we've said enough about that, the main Dokkanfest. Look at all the awakenings we're about to get. I mean, the World Tournament DB story event is cool. We're getting a new Krillin. He's going to be a TUR. I hope he's solid. It doesn't really matter because the STR Krillin is just so fire. But I mean, this one is a youth Krillin, so it's fine. The tech Goku from the start of Dragon Ball that we got around, was it Golden Week? We got him around Golden Week on both versions. He's going to awaken into a TUR. I do expect him to awaken into an LR. I thought it would be on the same time celebration path, but clearly they don't care about global right now. So he's going to awaken on JP. The Trunks that was in SSR, you guys should be able to recognize this art that came out about a month and a half, 2 months ago. He's going to awaken into a TUR. He is for sure going to awaken into an LR, and he awakens with incredible gems. This is what I mean. There's mad 17s and 18s on the way, bro. I mean, damn, they all have different names pretty much, but geez. So Hellfighter 17, he was an AGL unit. He has dodge in his passive, I believe. So he's already off to a good start. I forgot what this 18 does from GT, but she does have GT in her name, so she is a different unit. We also have these guys awakening. They are going to be pretty good. Them awakening actually gives me hope that the tech ones, the 2 tech ones that I've been referring to for the last 5 minutes, are going to awaken, because a lot of the times, this sounds so weird, but they'll do like with the androids, they'll do a free option and then the summonable way better option. So I think these guys are probably going to be mid, and then the TUR sub EZAs are going to be spectacular. We'll see how they play it, but yeah, they do have some good categories. Like, there's potential here for sure. There's not nothing here. I just don't like their leader skill, man. I mean, yeah, their leader skill isn't ideal. I wish. Oh, and this is good because Gamma 2, his leader skill is for... I was trying to make sure if it was Gamma 1 or Gamma 2. I always confused myself. It's Gamma 2. So his leader skill being for androids, then having worthy rivals and accelerated battle, that's going to help a lot, man. Oh, man. People don't want to run 2 of Gamma 2, and I get it. But on this situation, it should be much more tolerable because you can still run a rotation of Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, which is still a spectacular rotation pretty much all around. As long as Gamma 2 is super attacking, you're not going to be worried about it. And then the artificial life form for Gamma 1, if you really want to force it, I mean, his team's about to get certain buffs. It's not going to be ideal, but a lot of these teams are going to get buffs throughout this celebration. This is really good. Oh, we have work coming in for these androids, bro. There's a lot on the way. There's not nothing here. And this isn't even the celebration info. This is just the Twitter reveals and the in-game news. This is very nice. This is very nice. I hope you guys like this unit. I hope you guys like the video. If you do like the video, I really don't want to go over this card. I was ready to end the video. That's why I was doing my outro. And then I remembered that I have to go over these goofballs. Irrelevant characters, whatever. They do have a weirdly good animation though. I mean, their animation is pretty nice, but whatever. I'm not gonna even say their name. I can't speak that without stuttering. The pretty black hole greatly raises attack, supreme damage, high chance to stun, 2 key at the start of turn, 60% attack and defense per power of wishes or tournament participants. Category allies on the team, whichever there are more of. Oh, I was about to say they're actually pretty nice. Whichever there are more of. Attack and defense 100%. Perform an additional that has a high chance to be a super attack. When there's another power of wishes category ally on the team. Super effective against everyone. Disable an enemy action once, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. If there's another tournament participant ally on the turn. They're garbage. I mean, I don't care, but they're garbage. I just want to try to... Yeah, they're garbage. I wanted to see if I was tripping or not. I'm not. I know I'm not. They're going to be mid. They don't really serve a purpose. Their links are probably terrible. Yeah, look. Like, signature pose. More than meets the eye. Solid support infighter. Ew. I don't even... Whatever. I mean, they're absolutely mid. I do not like that unit at all. I don't see where they would be valuable to me. But that's all I've got for you guys, I think, right? I told you guys the EZAs that are on the way. Since I was looking at Androids, this is the Android 18 and the Android 17 that I was referring to that are going to get sub EZAs. Like, we know they're going to get sub EZAs sometime soon. I assume now I'm pinpointing it's this celebration. They have been... Oh, yeah, she came out recently, too. Oh, man, there's some work in here, bro. Oh, but she's not going to be on the... Is she on the full... I have not memorized this leader skill. Join for... Yeah, she's not on the full 170. All right, never mind. Because sometimes the Peppy Gals will come out on that special banner. or they'll awaken or whatever, EZA, whatever it might be, and then they'll find value on certain teams a couple months later, whether it be like Physical Kid Goku's team or anything. They'll just find value later. But that didn't happen quite this time. I mean, she's going to be on there, right? 170. She does have the dodge chances. I'm going to leave that alone. It is the Young King Hitman. And Young Hitman is off this. This video was way longer than I thought it was. I was trying to make it like a 6-minute video, and I didn't realize how much was really here to go over.